I'm suspending this guy at least, what, 5 games, depending on how you want to look at the situation. If I'm the league, I'm just tired of it. It's time to send a statement and get this guy out. And if they don't, it's because of who he plays for, the Golden State Warriors, which they have on primetime games pretty much a lot this season. And they want to see the product on the floor, so they might just slap him on the wrist. And all they doing is enhancing the problem. Because how he's looking at it, well, 1 game suspension, 2 game, that ain't nothing. I'll be right back. They can hold the fort down till I get back. We're a great team. We're going to be in the playoffs, fighting for a championship. Me missing a couple of games is not going to hurt our team. And he's going to continue to do these type of antics. We're going to get into this video, and it's kind of funny in a way. I'm not going to lie to you. Because the way Rudy Gobert, the way his face looked like he's a fish out of water once he wrapped his arms around his neck. But if Draymond Green doesn't fly in there in that situation, this doesn't get escalated. It'll just been Klay Thompson and McDaniels tugging each other's jersey, going around in circles. Wish they wasn't going to throw any punches, because this day in the league, players don't really punch. They kind of just hug, tussle a little bit, grab each other, push here, but nobody really is going to get down. They're just waiting for the crowd to come together and kind of hold each other back until everything calms down and they go back to playing basketball. In that situation, both of them should have been thrown out, McDaniels and Thompson, for that little tussle they had. Game goes on. It wouldn't have lasted as long as it did if Draymond Green would have ran in there. Yeah, they say he grabbed Klay Thompson around the throat. Mostly looked like a grab to me, and his arm kind of went across his shoulder. It kind of looks like he was trying to grab him around his neck, which I doubt that. You can look at the video over and over again. It looked like his intention wasn't like just grabbing around his neck like Draymond did him. So by the time he even grabbed Klay Thompson, Draymond was already around the man's throat, pulling him back. We're going to get into the video. It is a little hilarious, I'm not going to lie to you, but on a serious point of it, when does it stop? If I'm players in the league, I wouldn't even take this off of Draymond Green. I'm sorry. I'll be willing to get a 1 or 2 game suspension just to let him know I'm about that life and it ain't going to go the way you think it's going to go. Somebody needs to tussle with him just a little bit. If they're afraid of him, think they can't get down with him, then hey, that's a different story. But like I said, in this day and age in the league, scuffle's not going to last too long anyway. You got your teammates, you got coaches, you got people going to break it up, referees. So it's not going to last too long. They just let him jaw and jaw and jaw throughout every game. He's with the refs jawing, he's jawing with players, he pulling little dirty moves, trying to get under their skin. Not having it. And if I'm an owner of a business, I'm finna set an example real quick, Draymond Green. We only give you a 5-game suspension, 10-game suspension, just depending, because you're a repeated offender. This happens every year. Seems like you're not learning your lesson. Seems like you're not learning your lesson. And like I said, I'm a fan of Draymond Green's, but not these antics that he pulled, trying to bully people all the time. Now, if you're trying to have an edge, trying to get your team going, that's another thing, but it just seems like he does extra too much. And if I'm a player on an opposite team, I'm going to take a shot at him. It don't have to be blows. I'm not trying to promote violence or anything like that, but just to let him know that, no, man, you ain't finna try to punk me. A lot of players that he talked trash to, they had this little grin on their face. Seems like they walk off. They're not engaged. They try to ignore him. But, man, some of this stuff is just flat out disrespect. And to me, you got to set that in place. Or you're going to be looked at as a guy that turns his cheek every time somebody challenges you. You think Draymond Green has a lot of respect for some of these players that he's talking to? Some of them draw back a little bit, but they don't really put him in his place. And I think that's the problem. They done slapped him on his wrist too long. Slapped him on his wrist too long. So in this situation, Thompson, McDaniels should have been thrown out of that game. No problem. Game would have went on. They'd have been gone, game continues. But then you add in all this extra stuff because Draymond Green comes out of left field and escalates the situation. And of course, he should have been thrown out. That's no brainer. But now, suspension time. 1 game, 2 game, 5 game, 10 game, what it's gonna be. But I know what it'll be if I was the owner running this league and you messing up my business. Especially we just launched this in-season tournament, trying to get all eyes on it, trying to get viewership, and you pull this crap, oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be giving you 10 to 15, maybe 20, just on your reputation. And so far throughout this season, You already been doing it for the last week or two or so. And little incidents. A few days ago, who did he do it to? Donovan Mitchell. Pushed him in the back. Things escalated. He gets ejected. So this is what I'm talking about. Trying to bully other NBA players. And I blame the NBA players for nobody stepping up to him. The whole league, all the players in this league, nobody really stepped up to Draymond Green with these antics he's doing. Talking smack, disrespecting players, pulling dirty little moves on them. Nothing. They turn the other cheek, walk the other way with a little stupid grin on their face. Like they really scared of this guy. And I believe it. They are terrified of him. He does extra stuff on every play, if it's a rebound, whatever the case may be, getting under their skin, and they act like nothing's never happened. I'm sorry, but you got to prove a point. How you do a bully? You match fire with fire. And like I said, I'm not promoting violence and anything like that, but sometimes you got to let a person know, no, it ain't happening that way. Now, if we both have to get ejected by me proving my point, then that's the case going to be. But I tell you one thing, next time we play, you're going to think twice about it. You're going to know I'm not the one. You're going to find somebody else to do that with. But it should have more players standing up to him. That's his game. He's all energy, defensive guy, going to rebound, sets up their offense. Don't have nothing to do with another team. But, you know, what he does for the Golden State Warriors, great. Good asset to him. But what you're going to do on the floor, you're not going to knock down 5 3-pointers in the game. You're not going to go 17 for 17 at the free throw line. You're not going to hit a game-winning shot. You do these utility plays, and one of your main assets that you like to go to is get under people's skin and bully them. Nah, not going to happen. Not going to happen. So if I'm the league, I'm not giving no 2-game suspension. I'm going a little further than that, placed with the phone call, saying, oh, it's time to quit it. Time to cut it out now. This continues to happen. Not only that it'll be a suspension, it might be half the season or the full season. We got to get this in order. Your antics is a little too much. Stop it now. He doesn't get to by then, maybe he needs to get out the league for a while if it means that much to him to continue to do what he's doing. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Draymond Green wasn't great at what he does for his defense, setting up the offense, rebounding, getting guys into it, being this little bully. I mean, being a bully and going over the edge is two different things. But if he wasn't producing in those ways that much, he'll be off a team real easy. He's only able to get away with what he's getting away with because he's playing with Steph Curry. And they're on a winning team. They won championships. They're on national television. But if his game drops off just a little bit, I'll tell you one thing, they're not going to be putting up with that. He almost left this last season. Lucky they re-signed him, but they know the antics. Golden State knows. They know what this guy is all about. And sometimes it's not winning basketball when you allow yourself to get ejected, costing teams technical fouls, getting them an extra free throw, all this other different stuff that's not part of the game that you add in. They can do without that. So be lucky you staying good at what you do. As soon as you have a drop off, then you will be gone. No need for that in the league. If you want to have it with this guy, meet him in the parking lot. Y'all talk to each other in the off season. Y'all go duke it out in a farm field somewhere, but not on the court. And like I say, I love brawls and little brush-ups throughout the game. I'm all about that. But grabbing people by the throat, dragging them off when it really didn't have nothing to do with you, yeah, I'm all about putting up for my teammate, but it's another way to do that. He didn't grab Klay Thompson or one of his teammates. He went directly for Rudy Gobert. Why? They got bad blood, bad history. I think it has more to do with that than anything else. He saw an opportunity. He was like, I'm going to take it. That's exactly what it looked like. And Rudy Gobert, man, to be 7 foot, man, to get that around your throat, boy, you look like a fish out of water. It seemed like you just wanted him to let go. I'm telling you. But that was a bad position, bad move to be in. But let's check out this video, man, because like I said, it is hilarious in a way, then on other aspects of it, it's not. So let's check it out.
Working on Wiggins, we'll step back 3. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0.
I thought he actually went after him after that swipe off the rebound, but who knows? Look at this, boom, right there.
You got a full-on fracas going on.
Rudy Gobert was tapping out as soon as he got around his throat. He was like, hey, somebody come get me. He got me.
Clay's boxing him out, puts his hand on his jersey.
See, I understand that. 2 ejections. Game goes on. Here comes this guy. Adding to it. Didn't think twice about it. Not thinking about his own reputation. Not thinking he already been in incidents leading up to this. Don't think. You just act.
They were swinging each other around. I mean, Warriors, it's clear. They want to send a message that you're not going to bully us. We're going to be physical. We're going to match your physicality. Not doing that. This ain't that.
I don't think they're going to bully.
Daniels going out of here, and then all of a sudden Gobert comes in, and Draymond's like, no,
come on, man.
It's chill out. And then Draymond,
man, this is like something off the old prison yard, man. Get him with the shank. Get him with the shank.
So Jaden McDaniel's been ejected. Klay Thompson's
Yeah, he should be ejected.
Draymond has been ejected, and Draymond was called
Draymond for sure should have been ejected.
flagrant foul.
And Klay, I know he's thinking, I didn't do nothing. Well, you tugged a little bit, and you're gonna tug when somebody has your jersey. You're gonna fight back, swing around. Unfortunately, they got to get both of those guys. So it looks like they both in a tussle together. So you got to understand that ejection. And I can understand Klay Thompson's point. But unfortunately, the league doesn't work like that. When a guy's grabbing your jersey and you tug back with him, and next thing you know, y'all going do-si-do and back again, you're going to get ejected as well, just for participating. Even if you're just trying to get him off your jersey, you're going to get caught up as well. So I understand he thinking, well, he was pulling my jersey, I had to try to get him off of me. Why am I getting ejected? Like I say, it doesn't work that way. And for Steve Kerr going to the podium, trying to justify why Draymond Green grabbed Rudy Gobert around the neck, saying, well, he went for Klay Thompson's throat. That's why Draymond Green came in and grabbed him around the neck. In that situation, that's just Steve Kerr trying to lessen this suspension, trying to explain something like, oh, it really wasn't that bad. He was just taking it up for his teammate. Come on, Adam Silver. Just give him maybe a game or 2. Don't do 10. We're already in a slump. We're trying to get out of it. We're trying to win some ball games. You know what I mean? So that's all Steve Kerr was doing, trying to take up for his guy. But it's hard to take up for a guy that's a repeated offender, and he has a track record of doing this. Just can't do it. Doesn't look good. So y'all let me know what y'all think. How long should he be suspended? 2 games, 5 games, 10 games. Some people go off the ledge if you're not a fan of Draymond Green and say the whole season. I wouldn't say the whole season, but it's going to be in double digits. It's going to be a good handful. No doubt about that. And if it happens again, then we're talking about something else. But let's check it out one more time.
Working on Wiggins. We'll step back 3. And so we're scoreless. We'll stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on.
Yeah, he's like, come here. This got out of what I told you. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Mom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama. I stayed off your ass out of respect for that woman. But if it wasn't for your mama, I would have broke your little ass down a long time ago. Jody? Little Jody?
Yeah, you want Draymond Green as a good prison buddy.